Hello everyone. Summer 2021 seems to be flying by, and I hope that you have been able to slow down and enjoy it with family and friends. As we close in on August, I wanted to connect and share some of the town's summer highlights with you. Last week, we reopened Town Hall and the Recreation Office at the arena for in-person services every afternoon between 1 and 4:30. Before you come to Town Hall or the arena, we ask that you complete the COVID screening, expect to sign in, hand sanitize, and wear a mask on arrival. We are planning to open for full days next week. Check our website for services requiring an appointment and learn how to reach our staff, how to schedule an appointment, and how to conduct business with us safely. The town also has a secure drop box out front of the main entrance of Town Hall for dropping off payments and documents if you do not need to speak to anyone. A few weeks ago, I was joined by McNamara, our Member of Parliament for Windsor-Tecumseh, to announce $27,000 in funding for an on-demand transit pilot. Once in place, Tecumseh will be the first municipality in Essex County to offer this alternative service and delivery model. On-demand transit enables instantaneous routing of our buses in response to rider requests. As a result, the bus goes directly to where and when people are waiting rather than following a pre-planned route and schedule regular transit. Service will still be available, and full details will be provided as we launch the pilot later this fall. We feel that this will be a better and certainly more efficient way to serve our community with transit. The town also began phase 2 of improvements to Manning Road between Riverside Drive and St. Gregory's Road this summer. Phase 2 focuses on filling in the ditch along the west side of Manning Road and rerouting storm water drainage into the drainage reservoir in Lakewood Park. The next phase will conclude the project with resurfacing Manning Road, and that is planned for 2022. As closing this main route means drivers must find alternative routes. And we thank the traveling public for your patience. But please note that many of our smaller local roads have speed limits of 40 kilometers per hour to 50 kilometers per hour. And I have a number of stop signs. I remind everyone to follow the posted speed limits and signs and be mindful of the neighborhoods you travel through. For residents in these areas, if you have a concern about speeding or drivers not following posted signs, please contact the OPP non-emergency number to report the details, including days of the week, time of day, when you notice these occurrences. All calls to the OPP are tracked. By including this type of information, it helps the OPP with monitoring and enforcement. Let's all work together to keep our community safe. Leaving enough time to get to your destination and slowing down will go a long way to achieving this. Also this summer, Council created a new Rural Broadband Committee, tasked with advocating measures to increase rural internet speed. I want to remind everyone of the internet speed test the committee is running as part of their mandate to address areas of town that experience poor internet service. The test will determine your internet speed, where you are located, and no personal data is collected, and the information is used only to determine internet speed. As we have found over the last year, broadband connectivity is more important than ever. With the rapid move to online school and remote work over the last 15 months, we know having reliable and fast internet is essential. I encourage you to visit the test site to log your connection, speed, and to assess our study. At the end of July, the governments of Canada and Ontario announced that they have partnered to support large-scale fiber-based projects to provide high-speed internet access to all corners of the province by the end of 2025. This agreement is being made possible by an equal federal-provincial investment totaling more than $1.2 billion. Tecumseh is a named community in this plan. We are waiting on more details about how this will unfold. This summer, we have seen a number of unusual and damaging storms hit Essex County. Locally, a very heavy rainfall was experienced in Tecumseh on July 16th, when we had up to 90 millimeters of rain in 27 hours, with 71 millimeters falling between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. To compare, average monthly rainfall in the area of July is less than 60 millimeters. So in essence, we had more than a month of rain fall in just 6 hours. I give credit to our public works crews who kept the stormwater pumps working, cleared storm drains and grates, and barricaded flooded streets. The system worked as it should, with all pumps in service, the road infrastructure holding water when it overwhelmed the storm sewers, and individual homeowners doing their part through working sump pumps, backwater valves, and disconnecting foundation drains from the sanitary sewer. All of these actions together is what helps us avoid basement flooding. During our council meeting of July 27th, the Director of Public Works and Environmental Services, Phil Bartnick, presented on the flood event. It's worth your while to view the presentation in council discussion, found at the link shown on the screen. Mr. Bartnick's presentation contains important information on the storm event itself, with pictures and data from the town's rain gauges, the town's emergency response to the storm, the basement flooding that occurred and where it is located and what was the cause, how this storm compared to others, and going all the way back to 1981. Information on how to better protect your property, including information on the town's subsidy program for backwater valves and foundation drain disconnections, the town's flood mitigation plan, and the town's action since 2004 on flood prevention and mitigation, accounting for nearly $80 million in town expenditures and capital costs. Of these costs, the town received nearly $28 million in senior government grants. The presentation ends with this fundamental message: the combined effect of all actions, public and private, will serve to reduce the impact of heavy rainfall events and lessen the extent of basement flooding associated with these events. To coin a recent phrase, we are all in this together. Finally, I want to acknowledge the current state of the pandemic we are still facing. Cases are rising again in Canada and the United States. We are seeing a surge of cases in many states south of the border, and this is because of lack of vaccinations. 2 weeks ago, Canada's Chief Medical Officer of Health warned that we could see increased cases in Canada in the fall. These surges are being caused by the Delta variant. Locally, we have reached a critical point in our vaccine rollout. Vaccination rates have plateaued across all age groups in Essex County. This rate is not enough to protect our community against Delta variant. Let me repeat that. This rate is not enough to protect our community against Delta variant. Unless more of our residents are vaccinated, it's inevitable that we will find ourselves in a similar situation. The best way to protect ourselves from a fourth wave of infection is to receive both doses of the vaccine. The vaccine is safe and effective for anyone 12 years of age and older, and it prevents infection and severe harm caused by the Delta variant. Quite literally, it can save your life. So I strongly encourage everyone to get both vaccinations and encourage your family and friends to get vaccinated as well. It's never been easier to get a vaccine. Book an appointment by visiting www.wevax.ca. Call your local pharmacy or your healthcare provider, or just walk in one of the mass vaccination sites in our region. Full details are found on the WeVax site. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining me today, and I wish you a safe and healthy rest of summer. And please, remember, get your vaccine as soon as you can. Thank you, and take care.